Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to podcast Room 303. I'm your host, Jermaine Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Morahan. And as always, we have with us EPE. Episode 158 is all about NFL Week 14. We'll discuss NFL Week 13, and we'll get into head-to-head, and we have a little communion with E for you in honor of the NFL Week 13 slate. How are you doing this evening, Nick?
Oh, yeah. Can't complain.
Oh, yeah. Mighty Canadian of you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not going to complain,
Got me a nice Frosty. Is that a beer in Canadian?
Yeah.
It's delicious ice cream in English.
Eric is currently hungry. That's where the ice cream comes from. Also, Frosties are fire. Maybe that's a pop culture pick'em. Top 5 desserts.
Oof.
What is it? Did we already do desserts? So would it be fast food desserts? Anyway,
a good healthy fruit plate is what I like.
I do love a good parfait, bro.
Try to sound a little less gay when you say it next time.
Whoa!
God damn!
Whoa!
Spicy.
We're not live, are we?
This is a very loving podcast. We love everybody, all of our tens and tens of listeners.
I didn't say I hated you because I just said sound less like it.
This is a judgment-free zone, except for all the judgments we make.
False.
So, I'm going to hand it over to you, Eric, now that we're off the rails.
Oh, dude, it was not that bad.
It wasn't that bad. I do love a good parfait, though. Little fruit, little yogurt, little nuts.
You would love nuts.
Dude, I'm a big fan of nuts.
Have you ever had those giant, I don't even know if they're parfaits. If they're just called acai bowls. Have you ever had them bitches?
Oh, it's grown up. It's grown up parfaits is what it is, bro.
Fire, dude. I had one the other day when I was with my dad.
Charcuterie boards are just grown up Lunchables. Don't change my mind. Change my mind that charcuterie boards are not grown up Lunchables.
Meat, cheese, and crackers.
Thank you, bro. So adults they just do it better because they got the money. You know what I mean? Acai bowls, fire, bro. But
in fact, now that you said that, next time I get invited to a party, they're like, bring a charcuterie board. I'm just gonna buy 18 fucking Lunchable packages, open all them bitches up, and just take that. Done.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
$4.99. I got a charcuterie board for $4.99.
That'd be so fucking funny, bro.
And I bet you some pretentious bitch would be like, "Oh my god, I've never had this. What is this?
What kind of meat is that? Oscar Mayer.
Just perfectly processed Oscar Mayer. This is from the Rhinelands in Germany. This is Black Forest ham by Oscar Mayer.
And he gives you the region it's grown from.
This is a little bit of Americana cheese from the Kraft facility. From the Kraft, it's artisanally grown from the Kraft family.
Nestle Toulouse.
Yeah.
Nestle Toulouse.
Yeah. Great reference.
All right, so as I mentioned, we have communion with E on this episode, so we're gonna go ahead and pass it to E. Yeah, and we'll kick it off.
So in honor of my boy AJ Brown having 8 catches, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns against his former team, coincidentally, which made them fire their GM for trading him to us. I don't know if that's the exact reason why, but I'm going to take that and run with it. Fired him because they traded him to us. He had one of the best revenge games we've ever seen. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, I wonder who else has had a good revenge game. I couldn't think of anything, so I'm going to ask you guys. Do you guys have a list of better revenge games or great revenge games that you've witnessed? And if so, please let me know because I want to hear them.
Yes, one jumps to my head because it hurt a lot. 2014. Okay, let me go back to 2013. 2013 offseason, the Carolina Panthers are heavily invested in a wide receiver named Kelvin Benjamin. Kelvin Benjamin is a fat piece of shit who didn't work out. But to make room on the roster for their young wide receiver who was a bitch, Kelvin Benjamin, they had to get rid of a veteran wide receiver who was very demanding and exacting of Kelvin Benjamin. That wide receiver was Steve Smith Sr. Steve Smith Sr. in the 2014 season signed with the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens in week 4 played the Carolina Panthers, in which Steve Smith said, and I quote, "You better put some goggles on because there are going to be blood and guts everywhere." Steve Smith then decided to torch the Carolina Panthers for 139 yards and 2 scores. To then say, they let this 34-year-old man run around like they's a bunch of school children.
Oh, Steve Smith. Oh man, that's good. I honestly don't have any revenge games that come to mind.
None whatsoever.
I don't know. Ronaldo when he played against United, when he came back against United, but is that really revenge?
Nah.
Yeah,
I don't to bigger, better things.
I don't have anything.
So I'll give kind of I'll let you guys judge if this is a revenge game. 2015, the Toronto Blue Jays to walk off the Texas Rangers. Jose Bautista hits a home run that has gone down in history, and in my mind is a core memory because of the bat flip he did. In the 2016 season, the Texas Rangers got revenge because when Jose Bautista reached second base, Texas Rangers shortstop Ruffin Odor punched him square in the jaw. But then, in the 2016 Division Series, the Toronto Blue Jays beat the fuck out of the Texas Rangers. So, kind of a revenge game, I guess.
Well, I mean, that's a revenge game, kind of, in a way.
Jordan versus the Pistons. Is that a revenge series?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you guys, because I was worried we wouldn't be able to think of much, so I Googled it. And I have a couple different articles here pulled up. I'm just going to go real quick with this article written by the18.com. Number 4, Duke versus UNLV in the 91 championship.
Oh, it's before my time.
Yeah, you're going to have to give us a little bit of that.
So I'm going to go real quick. Duke, one of the best programs. Krzyzewski, one of the best coaches. They're giving them their flowers. But before all this, title banners was a game that made Duke the program that it is. In the 1990 National Championship, a young coach and a young team was proving itself a promising upstart in the world of college basketball. They were in their third straight Final Four, and finally in 1990, the national title game with a shot to bring home Duke's first national championship ever. That team stood in the way was UNLV. However, that game was over before it started. UNLV won 103-73.
Ooh,
that was the following year.
That was the first time they had a shot at a title as Duke, right?
That was their first time in the championship as Duke. Yes, with Coach K and everything.
Yeah, Coach
K. The following year, after that embarrassing loss, they got their revenge in the regional final. They met again. Duke won 79-77 with a young Christian Laettner. Everybody hates Christian hitting 2 clutch free throws at the end to win that game. And then they went on to win their first national title. So that was their number 4 revenge game. Number 3, the USA versus the Soviet Union Olympic men's hockey in the 1980s.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cool. I'm going to skip. Everybody knows that. Brazil versus Germany. In 2014, Germany beats Brazil in the semifinal in their home country 7-1. With a broken back Neymar and a whole bunch of other players out. It would have been 7-3 if Neymar was playing. Anyway. Now, Brazil is a historic franchise. They've won World Cups. They've won every tournament in South America. They've produced some of the greatest soccer players of all time, yada, yada, yada. We all know this. In 2016, the only thing they hadn't won was the Olympic gold for soccer. And who did they beat in the final?
You're muted, Nick.
Germany.
Not even the same. Not even the same. They got embarrassed in their home country 7-1.
I'm just giving you the list, my boy. It's not my list.
What was the revenge game for Brazil? I missed it. I was trying to get Nick unmuted.
U.S. Oh, I keep saying U.S. The Olympic The 2016 Olympic final game was Brazil versus Germany, and
Not even
motherfucking Neymar scored and brought his country their first Olympic gold medal.
I hear it.
There's 3 players above the age of 23 that national teams can select to play in their Olympic squad.
Bro, I'm just giving you a list, my guy.
Eric, quit being hangry. It's not even close.
All right. Number 1, Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees.
Yeah,
in the
buddy!
ALCS 2004.
I will say this one counts for sure.
2003, we all know
Aaron
what happened.
Boone hits a walk-off home run to eliminate the Boston Red Sox again.
Bums. All right,
then
2004. This is where you step in as the Red Sox fan.
And then, so then they eliminate us. It was the year everybody thought the World Series Red Sox were going to finally break the curse. Next year, they get back to the ALCS. It's the Red Sox Yankees. We all know about the bloody sock. We all know about the 3-0 comeback. The Red Sox go on to have the best revenge series ever because they broke history with it, or they made history with it. I found another list. I'm just going to run through them here. I'm not going to give you guys the motherfucking details, but Dirk versus the Heat.
Absolutely.
All right. Jordan versus the Pistons.
Absolutely.
Reggie Miller versus the Knicks.
Absolutely.
San Francisco versus Dallas, NFL.
I don't know the details of that.
It says the first blood was the Cowboys. The Cowboys would knock the 49ers out of the playoffs in the 92 NFC Championship game. And then in 93 championship game, which was the Cowboys' back-to-back Super Bowl years. And then the Niners got revenge in 94 when they beat them in the conference championship.
Did we already talk about the John Gruden Super Bowl?
No.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
John Gruden coaching the Raiders.
Yeah.
Then coaching the Bucs and beating the fuck out of them.
Yeah. Favre versus the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one Nevada submitted in the comments.
Right.
Yeah. Lakers versus Celtics. I don't even know which game they're talking about with this one. What the fuck?
All right. So I didn't know there was a comment tab, right?
Oh, boy.
But switching over to the comment tab, Nevada sent the United States against Al Qaeda.
Priceless.
It's a great revenge game.
Tom Brady owned the Colts up until 2006 when Fanning finally got over the hump. Giants versus Patriots. John Gruden versus Raiders. Wayne Gretzky versus the Oilers.
Oh, that's a good one.
Muhammad Ali doesn't lose twice, but he did. And then he beat Joe Frazier. It's a revenge fight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then he gets into a whole bunch of crazy shit. Agassi versus Sampras, Sean Thornton versus Matt Cook, and a whole bunch of other shit.
I think my favorite one is that Dirk one. That Dirk Nowitzki one with old-ass Jason Kidd, old-ass Jason Terry, old-ass Sean Marion, old-ass Tyson Chandler, fucking J.J. Barea, Deshaun Stevenson. They took down LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Mario Chalmers. Like, are you kidding me? Wait, one of those squads is not like the other, my guy. And
J.J. Barea, what a name.
It's my guy, bro.
What a callback name.
There's 2 entries here on this article. I had a third article pulled up. There's 2 entries here. I'll read. Terry Francona versus the Red Sox after winning them 2 World Series.
Beat the brakes off.
With the Indians?
Yeah. Beat the brakes off of them. And then LeBron's 3-1 comeback versus the Warriors after getting stomped out the year before. It's on the list.
If Draymond doesn't get punched in the dick, it's a different series.
If Draymond doesn't punch LeBron in the dick.
Oh, right. If Draymond is not the dick puncher.
Punch LeBron in the dick. Anyway.
Yeah, they gave LeBron that title, bro. They had to save him.
I do want to add one more that I just thought of, or that I thought of on the last podcast. Portugal will beat whoever they're playing in the next round, and then France will beat England, and then France will get its revenge. It'll be the greatest revenge game of all time. It'll be 7-0. We're going to crush those little motherfuckers. It's going to be epic.
Let me ask you this. How likely are we to see Portugal Argentina in the final?
Not likely at all because Brazil's coming out of that side of it.
I hope so, but I think Brazil is going to beat the brakes off anybody.
Yeah. It's theirs to lose.
I would love I'm just saying, Argentina, Portugal in the 2022 World Cup. It's what the world needs.
First of all, I just want to say something. Did either of you happen to tune into the Brazil South Korea game?
Yes, I watched the first 25 minutes of it and turned it off because it was like.
Did you guys happen to catch any of the pregame stuff? Fucking homeboy for Brazil says Neymar's playing at about 70%. Did you watch Neymar? If that's 70%, I'm really worried he's going to get back to 100. I'm really worried about it.
I don't think Neymar was really that.
Dude, Neymar's easy. Just slide tackle him like 15 times. So develop an ankle injury.
Yeah, Neymar, I'm not worried about. Yawn. Have you heard of Lionel? He's a lion.
A messy lion.
Somebody pointed out a good point today that Maradona lost his first World Cup, then had the hand of God.
Say Maradona. It's fine.
Okay, Maradona.
Put that flair on it.
And then Messi lost his first World Cup to the Nazis, and now he's going for his second one. So,
Jesus, didn't know Nazis were making an appearance in today's episode.
Check it out your bingo card. Check it out your bingo card.
Yeah, dude, we should absolutely create Room 303 bingo cards.
So what?
Bro.
Oh God, what was the thing that I saw? It was like whoever joins PSG, that team then wins the World Cup.
Who just recently joined PSG?
In 2018, it was like Mbappe joined PSG, and the next. Sorry. In 2017, Mbappe joined PSG. 2018, France won the World Cup. Messi joined in 2021. So in 2022, Argentina is going to win the World Cup. And there was one before that, but I don't remember what it was.
It had to be Germany, no? Who was
German
it? Was it Draxler?
No.
Julian Draxler?
No. By the way, what has happened to Julian Draxler? What a meteoric fall from grace, huh?
He's still alive?
How can Mario Götze get on the squad with half a heart, but we can't find room for Julian Draxler?
Is he hurt? I thought he was hurt.
Oh, he's only 29.
Does Draxler still play for PSG?
Yeah.
He's hurt.
No,
though,
parent
right?
team Benfica on loan from Paris.
He was our striker on Football Manager. He was our
Super
guy.
He was
our super sub.
Him and Di Maria, bro.
Di Maria was not happy. He was not playing.
Oh, every time we had to give him mad minutes just to keep him happy.
We had to sub him in at halftime every time.
That's what happens when Christian Pulisic comes to the squad, bro. Be better. So you heard it here. Argentina wins it all this year. Go ahead and bet it at the house. All right, so those are the best revenge games. Now that Eric has given us a list, what's your pick, Eric? What's the best revenge game?
AJ Brown versus the Titans.
No, dude, that had little to no impact.
Red Sox versus Yankees because of all the history and record breaking and
you're
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What about you, Nick?
Just because it hurts my heart so much, it's got to be the Steve Smith one. You're gonna do a franchise great like that, and then he's just gonna go off like he did. Like, of course.
That's one thing I will say. Like Steve Smith, it was much more significant than the AJ Brown one because AJ Brown didn't even sign an extension with the Titans. You know what I mean? Like, How many games did AJ Brown actually play? Because he was always hurt.
Dude, Carolina cut him and then paid him $4 million to play for another team. That's what was so disgusting about it.
It was so bad, bro. It was so bad.
Just so they could have Kelvin Benjamin.
AJ Brown got traded to a good fucking team. You know what I mean?
In Kelvin's defense, though, coming out of college, man, that kid had some serious hype around him. But
the reason he didn't. He had some serious red flags everywhere. He was lazy.
Loved food.
He was lazy, and he got on the Panthers. And Steve Smith, who's the not laziest who's the opposite, was like, "Yo, your bitch ass is lazy." And Kelvin Benjamin went and complained to management. And since he was a first round pick, the Panthers were like, "Oh, better ditch Steve Smith and not listen to this guy that literally was like a 5'7" kick returner out of Utah."
heart and soul, and soul of a franchise.
Yeah, who became like the greatest below 6 foot wide receiver of all time.
Bro, that Steve Smith scenario is crazy. AJ Brown balled the fuck out. I'm not taking it away from it. I'm also like Steve Smith balled out, but I mean, when you're talking about some of these revenge games for championships, it almost doesn't feel like it holds a candle. But I feel it makes sense because it's both your teams. So AJ Brown, Steve Smith, I fuck with. But that Dirk Nowitzki, that loss to the Heat in 2006, up 2-0. Shaq's not the same. Dirk Nowitzki was an absolute force that year. And they just got physical with him, and the dude cracked under pressure. Literally cracked under pressure while Dwayne Wade hits 22 of 22 free throws in a deciding game of the series. And then he comes back, and first of all, nobody had the Mavericks in the finals the year the Superheat formed. Nobody had the Mavericks in the finals, bro. That was not a team anyone expected to be there. They were a good team. They were a playoff team, right? They weren't a team you necessarily wanted to see in the playoffs, but nobody was beating their chest saying, my boy Dirk's taking it all that year. No chance. And then he goes in and takes on paper, just one of the most absurd teams to ever be assembled via free agency. I mean, I'm going with that Dirk one. I respect the AJ Brown one. That one's super significant, especially when you get the GM who traded you fired 2 days later. That's all-time iconic. And I said it this morning. That's easily one of the best revenge games of all time I've ever seen.
What did he put up? What did AJ Brown put up?
8, 119, and 2 tutties. And a very serious stiff arm to number 47. I don't know his name. He's a bum.
Yeah,
put that dude on his ass.
Probably who they traded for.
No, and then it's funny because the dude that they drafted to replace AJ Brown got lit up and had to leave the game. He got a touchdown though, so good for the young fella.
Yeah, not what we're expecting in that game. I was hoping Treylon Burks would at least acquit himself nicely, so that way Titans fans could. But all right, let's get into Week 13. Eric, read us first of all, before we get into Week 13, take us through head-to-head, then take us to Week 13. You know the drill.
Yeah, there you go. I was ready. So in our 2022 NFL head-to-head, Week 13, Nick had the Los Angeles Rams at plus 7.5, so that was a dub. That brings you to 6-5-1. Jermaine, you had the Saints Bucks under 39.5. That hit. 2 horrible teams. 4-8. And I, unfortunately, I believe in Houston too much. And I took the Houston money line.
That was a crazy bet, bro.
Another L. So now I'm 7-5.
Amazing.
Still in first, though. But Nick's tightening it up. And Jermaine, you're stringing enough wins in there to be in the competition, in the mix. So
this is the NFC South of head-to-head. I ain't out yet.
Going a little heater here. It's turning around.
Bro, so we got 5 weeks left. I would have to win out to be above 500. and I would need some help from you guys. I would need some help, bro.
My favorite phrase in sports.
Dude, just pick
Not eliminated. Not eliminated. Need some help.
Dude, just pick winners. It's not that hard.
Yeah, just throw strikes.
Bro, anyway. Sorry, excuse me.
So just score goals, bro. Hey, come on, just score goals. I didn't know that.
No, I didn't even think about that, Coach.
It's simple, dude. You just do the thing that you're getting paid to do.
Did you just spit everywhere?
Oh, my God.
All right. Going to move into the Week 13 picks. I'll start with Jermaine. You went...
Awful. I did awful.
You went 3-8, bringing your yearly total yearly total since Week 7, since I've been doing this, 37, 43, and 3.
So garbage.
That's really Nicholas, not that bad, though.
You did hit on the Philly Tennessee Titan over. by 0.5, which was legendary.
Of course.
Nick, you went 6-10, bringing you to 38-41.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And your little nuggies that could use some sauce went 2-5, and now brings you up to 21-23. So you are all sub 500 right now.
6-10, 3-8. We really showed up this week. Bro.
Fuck the NFL.
I don't even know why I bothered typing this shit up, dude. Be better.
This is a guy who has to make no picks.
Right. I'd be doing better than you clowns.
Okay.
Would you?
Oh, no. Okay.
Would you?
Hey,
Would
you
you?
know what? You know what? Since this is our podcast, Jermaine, we're going to take an emergency detour.
Oh, only Eric picks this week.
Only Eric picks this week.
Send me the link.
Yep.
Send me the link, Eric. Only you pick this week.
Okay. I will give picks, but we're keeping record and shit, guys. Come on.
Hey, Jermaine, you good to take a hiatus?
I'm good. I'll take a week off. Bye week. Bye week.
Eric, you're picking all of it.
No, this podcast is going to be 8 minutes long. Come on. Just give me picks. I'll give you guys picks this week.
Nope. You've been outvoted.
Hey,
this is a democracy.
Here's the thing. I won't give you picks. Jermaine won't give you picks. I will give you my nuggets, though, for the week. Fair?
I mean, no. We need content, and I need to keep track of your guys' picks.
No, it's bye week. We're on bye week. We'll give you the head-to-head.
You had the first 6 weeks to week on bye.
You said we need to be better, so you show us how to be better.
All right, dog.
Take us to school, Eric. All right.
Let's go, baby.
All right. So, hold on. Before we get into this, let's at least recap week 13.
Okay.
All right.
As we yell at each other.
All
right, bet then.
Yeah, people would think we hate each other the way we always yell,
people
bro.
Always think we hate each other, dude.
All right, so let me pull up the little scoreboard for week 13.
Eric is a bitch, so.
Do I still gotta type my own picks in?
I got you. Well, actually, if you want to type them in, you can. All right, so Thursday's game, Bills took down the Patriots by 14. Any commentary? No, Eric's fucking hiding now. he's going to subscribe to a capper.
I'm watching TikTok videos of other cappers.
He's subscribing right now. Week 14. Who you got?
Yo, I need help.
He's on the chat.
He's live. He's live streaming on Instagram.
Nevada, real quick, send Eric your picks.
All right, so Steelers beat the Falcons by 3. Packers continue to own the Bears. Lions put an absolute shellacking on the Jaguars. What's up?
Yo, is Mike Tomlin about to not have a losing record again?
Yes. He really is, dude. What a fucking savage.
And we said 7 games. We said his over was 7. I'm every time I watch them, I'm like, just get that win.
just get that over. Yo, who had Eric? Can you look up which one of us had Pittsburgh to win the division?
Yeah. I think it was me and Nick. I think me and Nick had that one. Give me a sec.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, so Aaron Rodgers still owns the Bears. Nothing to discuss there. How about the Lions putting 40 on the Jaguars?
Beat the fuck out of them.
Yo, the Lions are in striking distance.
Is Trevor Lawrence the new Rex Grossman?
No, I don't know.
He's not cool enough to be Rex Grossman.
I don't know. I think it's early.
I feel like if you listen to like Eric likes to say, if you listen to the talking heads, every week they're like, what a great game by Trevor Lawrence. And the next week they're like, awful performance by Trevor Lawrence.
All right, so real quick for that Pittsburgh thing, we all took the over 7 wins, and I took them to win the division. Nick had them winning the division as well. So,
ooh, okay. So you guys are still in it. Hey, you guys are still in it. The Vikings barely escaped the Jets in what could be described as the field goal game for New York. My goodness, you punch one of those touchdowns in, it's a different game. Right?
Yo, the Vikings were up big in that game, and then just
fell apart, bro. Fell apart.
The legend of Mike White continues.
Yo, Nick, if only you would have bet a Commanders-Giants overtime tie this week.
Yeah, well.
So, Eagles beat the fuck out of the Titans, and I'll tell you what, I have a lot of Titans fans that are my friends, and they are going through it. They were going through it before the GM got fired.
Listen, we got to explain these Titan fans. They're obnoxious. One of them is the loudest dude in the group. right? And they're always Titans money line, Titans money line,
Are we including me in the group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not that loud, bro. You think you're loud, but you're not. All they scream is Titans money line this. Saturday night, we all have our little group thing that we bet. Titans money line lock, blah, blah, blah. So sweet to see them just be crushed by the end of the first quarter. Game. Blouses.
Bro.
That's what we said.
AJ Brown walked into the end zone, Nick.
AJ Brown had a 41-yard touchdown get called back for pass interference. Pass interference. Immediately turned around the very next play, had another 41-yard passing or receiving touchdown.
Damn.
Shake and bake.
The Commanders, Giants kept the NFC East incredibly interesting with that tie. Ravens scored 10 points in a victory.
If Taylor Heineke ties, does he get one shoe? Does he buy one shoe?
Deshaun Watson's return game, 12 for 22, 131 yards, 6-yard average per completion, 1 interception, 1 sack for 1 yard, QBR of 28.5, and a rating of 53.4. Cleveland won 27-14.
That's the best stat line ever.
Oh, dude, it's all about how you deliver that, bro.
Yeah, you really massaged that in there.
Yo, so Seahawks beat the Rams by 4. Baker Mayfield is now a Los Angeles Ram. Hopefully he continues to make more commercials. The 49ers.
He's in Hollywood, baby.
49ers beat the brakes off the Dolphins. Jimmy G sacrificed his foot again for a 49ers victory. Not out for the season, surprisingly.
I say you franchise tag him again.
You have
for his services.
You have the Raiders who beat the Chargers. God, the Chargers charge. You know what I mean? The Chargers charge. That's what they do, bro. Raiders beat them 27-20. Dallas Cowboys 54-19 over Jeff Saturday's lossless Colts.
Am I crazy, or was this game like kind of close at the end of the?
Well, you saw the points scored in the fourth, correct?
33, right?
They scored 33 points in the fourth quarter.
But this was like I remember checking the score at the end of the third quarter, and I was like, oh shit, my Colts bet has a chance to cash.
So here it is. It was 10-7 at the end of one. It was 21-13 at half. It was 21-19 at the end of the third quarter. And the game ended 54-19.
Jesus Christ.
Fourth quarter scoring. Michael Gallup, 3-yard pass for Dak Prescott off a turnover. Malik Hooker, 38-yard fumble return. Tony Pollard, 30-yard run off a turnover. Ezekiel Elliott, 4-yard run off a turnover. Malik Davis, 23-yard run off a turnover, bro.
Yo. So, not to interrupt you, Jermaine, but I just think I got one of the best disses I've ever got. So, Nevada in the comments said, Nick, I like your peacocking hair. And Eric just commented, looks like a broke Jack Grealish.
Ouch, bro. Not only are you Jack Grealish, you got no money, dude.
No money.
That's a double whammy,
that
bro.
means I pay for this haircut, dude. That's amazing. Good job.
And to recap week 13 and what I am now dubbing the Fire Dennis Allen fucking immediately game, the Buccaneers came back and beat the Saints 17-16. Can you tell me, we're up 16-3, why the fuck is Mike Evans getting single coverage?
I don't know, man. Saints will saint, I guess.
Bro, we are so good at making iconic comebacks.
Did you really feel like that game was in hand, 16-3? Though?
No, because we kept fucking dropping balls. Jarvis Landry and Chris Olave had 2 critical drops in the first half. Both of those catches are made. We score at least minimum 6 more points.
You know who would love to be up 16-3?
The Broncos.
The Denver Broncos.
Dude,
that means they're a field goal away from winning the game.
They knocked Lamar Jackson out of the game. They held the team to 10 points and fucking lost.
Tyler Huntley for president.
My God, bro. I don't know what to tell you. All right, with that being said, thank you for joining us on today's edition of What Will Eric Pick? The Week 14 slate is upon us, and Thursday night's matchup is none other than the Las Vegas Raiders traveling in to take on the Los Angeles Rams. The line is currently Raiders -6. The over-under is 44.5, and the money line is -240 for the Raiders and +200 for the Rams. Eric, thoughts?
Good luck.
Wait, hold on. What?
No nuggets.
All right. Okay. All right. Nick has no nuggets. Then go ahead.
Before I get my picks, am I typing these or are you typing them?
I'll type them.
Jermaine's typing them.
I just want to make sure they get typed.
Hey, welcome to the stage, brother.
I'm here.
I'll introduce my co-host, Eric Washington.
I'm just gonna give you guys my picks. I'm gonna take Raiders -6, and I'm gonna take the under 44.5.
Eric, hold on. Raiders or Las Vegas -6.
I love this. I love this. I'm gonna clown the shit out of you when you go fucking 3-14.
And you want the over 44.5?
Under.
All right. Under Las Vegas.
I think I heard the over. Yeah.
Under 44.5. -110. All right. So that's 2 bets, 1 game. The next game to kick off our Sunday, December 11th slate. We have the Minnesota Vikings traveling in to Detroit Football Lions. The Detroit Lions are a -2.5 point favorite. The over-under is set for 53, and the money line is -130 for Detroit and +110 for Minnesota.
So
Any nuggets?
So divisional game, right? Minnesota traveling into Detroit, like Jermaine said previously this year. Detroit won the game. Eric's leaving now because he's scared. 28-24. The last 5 years, Minnesota is 4-1, but Detroit last year snapped the winning streak at home.
All right, there's the nugs.
Minnesota money line. And I don't like the over. It's too high. Even though I do think it's going to hit, but I'm not going to go over.
Minnesota money line. Eric's taking the revenge game.
Minnesota money line +110. All right, that takes us into the Philadelphia Football Eagles. Caca! Flying in to take on the New York Football Giants. Eagles are -7. The over-under is 45.5. Eagles money line -315. Giants money line +260. Any nuggets?
All right, divisional game. They have not played this year, the Eagles and the Giants. The last 5 games, the Eagles have lost the last 2 years traveling into East Rutherford, with winning the previous 3 years after that, which means they're 3-2 in the last 5.
All right. To you, Eric.
I'm gonna take the under 45.5 and Giants +7. But I hope it's
New York Giants.
Philly by 1,000.
Philly hangs at 50 burger.
All right. So New York Giants +7. Let me make sure I put the odds. All right. So next game we have the New York Jets traveling in to take on the Buffalo Bills. The Jets are currently 9.5 point dogs. The over-under is 43.5. New York Jets money line is +340. Buffalo Bills money line -425.
You've got to love it. If the spread is greater than equal to 9.5. What do we say, gentlemen? We take the under on the year. After last week, 15-8, that's 65%. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Favorites with a spread greater than or equal to 9.5 are 10-14 against the spread on the year. That's 41%. However, 20-4 straight up. Also a division game and a rest disadvantage game. There's just so many nuggets in this. Thank you, Nevada. I appreciate being blessed. The divisional game, the Jets traveling into Buffalo. They are 2-3 over the last 5 years. They did win the previous game this year, 20-17. With a rest advantage, because Buffalo played on Thursday Night Football, Buffalo is 8-5 straight up, but 5-7-1 against the spread. The Jets, with a rest disadvantage since 2019, are 5-7 straight up, but 7-5 against the spread. Eric Washington, your picks.
Under 43.5 Buffalo money line.
Not Jets plus 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Buffalo under 43.5.
I was thinking about taking that Jets plus 9.5, but they already beat them once.
And Buffalo money line, you said?
Si, senor.
Minus 425. Very nice.
My wife.
All right, so next game we have the Deshaun Watson Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. This game is Cincinnati -6. The over-under is set for 47. Bengals money line is minus 265. Cleveland Browns money line is plus 225.
Cincinnati traveling into Cleveland, obviously a divisional game. The last 5 years, Cincinnati is 2-3 defending their home turf. The Browns have won the last 2 games in Cincinnati, and they won the game earlier this year, 32-13. Obviously, Deshaun Watson is the quarterback. Eric, your pick.
Bengals -6, over 47.
Cincinnati -6.
I hope I really, Eric, I love you. You're a great friend. If I ever get remarried, you're gonna be in my groomsmen. You're gonna be one of my groomsmen. I hope you go 0 for this week. I might pray on it actually.
Cincinnati -6. Cincinnati over 47. You have the the Texas Bowl. You have the Houston Texans traveling to Dallas to take on them girls. Dallas Cowboys are currently -17. The over-under is 44.5. Dallas Cowboys money line is minus 1,500. And Houston Texans money line is plus 900.
So, told you earlier, we love when the spread is greater than or equal to 9.5. We take the under. And I told you that favorites with a spread greater than or equal to 9.5 are 10-14 on the year. That fits both of those metrics. Eric, over to you.
Do I have to pick one for each game?
Nope.
No, you haven't. Yeah, you haven't had it. You haven't had to pick for any of the games.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with this game.
You could have trolled. Great. You could have trolled us and took no bets.
Yeah.
Damn. No, I'm just kidding.
That would have been so funny, bro. I'd be dying.
If I gave all the nuggets to you, like, okay, no bet. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Man, there's a ton of divisional matchups this week.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, so the next matchup, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling in to take on the division leadings down in their feelings, Tennessee Titans. Tennessee is -3.5. The over-under is 41.5. Tennessee's money line is minus 190, and Jacksonville is at plus 160.
Eric, I'm not going to tell you which way to bet, but I'm going to tell you 2 nuggets that might point that way. Teams scoring less than 10 points the previous week. Favorites on the year the next week are 10-8-1. That's 55%. Tennessee fits that category. Obviously, like Jermaine said, the spread is what it is. Divisional games. The Jacksonville Jaguars traveling into Tennessee the last 5 years have not won a game in Tennessee. Your thoughts?
They just fired their GM, right? The organization's a mess. They're god-awful. Their O-line is trash. They're a run-first team that can't run the ball. They have no wide receivers. Their quarterback is ass. Their rookie quarterback is ass. I'm going to go ahead and take Tennessee minus 3.5.
Tennessee minus 3.5.
I love it. I love the whole build-up just to take the favorite.
I mean, yeah, I was like, he's not taking Jacksonville.
He's not taking Jacksonville.
Any others?
No, that underscares me because I don't know where that offense is going to come from.
All right, so then you would want the under, no?
Yeah, but it's 41.5. Like, I mean, me, you, and Nick can go out there and get 41 on the Jacksonville defense.
I don't think I could.
All you have to do is hit me over the middle, dog. You know that's a winning combo, bro.
I'll pay to see that.
Know, dude,
who's the safety for the Jags?
I don't know, dude. The last time I hit you, you were Captain No Hands.
What?
The last time I threw a pass to you, you dropped it.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the miraculous toe tap back of the end zone touchdown that I almost had?
No, you dropped it. I'm not talking about on a football field. I tossed you something and you dropped it the last time I came to see you.
What was it?
A beer?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think.
I don't trust the all hands team anymore.
What are you talking about
trust
right
it. We
now?
gotta get out there.
What are you talking about right now? What are you talking about? We're like, what did you throw? I don't know. So you're just making shit up right now?
Look at me, dude, like Dak Prescott.
Just making shit up right now. All right, so I have Tennessee minus 3.5, nothing else. The very next game, we have the Baltimore Ravens traveling into the Pittsburgh Steelers. Always a fun matchup. Pittsburgh is currently the favorite at minus 2.5. The over-under set for 37. Pittsburgh's money line is minus 145, and Baltimore's money line is plus 125.
I think this is the first time in podcast history that I can say this, and Jermaine mentioned this already. I don't think we've ever had a take teams scoring less than 10 points the previous week as victors in podcast Room 303 history. However, the Baltimore Ravens scored exactly 10 points. So their spread, like Jermaine said, plus 2.5 at Pittsburgh. They do fit the metrics of dogs with spreads less than 10. On the year, those dogs are 13-5. That's 72% hit rate. It's also a division game. Baltimore traveling into Pittsburgh. The last 5 years, Baltimore traveling into Pittsburgh, they are 2-3, with the last 2 years being losses traveling to Pittsburgh. They have not played Pittsburgh this year. Eric Enrique Washington. Over to
Tyler Huntley versus Kenny Pickett, bro. What a matchup.
The battle of the big dicks.
I don't want anything to do with this game.
Sounds good.
Nothing?
No, dude, I got no tape on Huntley. You know what I mean?
Huntley's a dog, bro.
Such a fucking bum, dude. You have tons of tape.
Tape
last year where Huntley was 4-0. Moving on.
All right, next game. Kansas City Chiefs traveling into Denver to take on them Broncos. Yeehaw! The line is Kansas City minus 9.5. The over-under is 43. Kansas City money line is minus 390 on the road. And Broncos are plus 320.
All right. I'm gonna argue a lot of different points here, but wait until I get to the very end, right? So, dogs with a spread less than 10 points after scoring less than 10 points the previous week, like I said, 13-5. Denver obviously qualifies for that. Also, if the spread is greater than 9.5, we're going to take the under and we're going to take the dog. That should suggest you're saying to yourself, Eric, man, Denver plus 9.5 sounds like a great bet. However, I would say no. Because KC traveling to Denver is on a current 7-game winning streak in the Mile High City. 13 win streak in total. Patrick Mahomes has never lost a game to the Denver Broncos.
I mean, that's amazing. They play twice a year. He ain't
The
never
Kansas
lost,
City
bro.
Chiefs twice a year. They play twice a year. The Kansas City Chiefs have beaten the Denver Broncos in 13 straight games. Eric, is this the year? Are you boldly predicting the 13-game win streak ends right now?
Absolutely not.
All right. Before you pick,
Mm-hmm.
Nevada, your boss, recently said that we could give him 6 points on whatever spread came out. The spread came out to 9. We gave him 6 points. That's 15. Are you also taking Kansas City minus 15?
You know I have FOMO, dude. It's a real bad case of FOMO. No, I'll take the 9.5, and I'll take money line Kansas City though.
Can we interest you in Kansas City minus 15, though?
Right.
That's what we're asking.
If I were to add 3 points in there, can I? If I were to also add 6 points, can I interest you in KC minus 21?
I'll take the 15. I'm not taking 21.
Perhaps if Jermaine could add 6 points, could we offer you in the Kansas City minus 27?
No.
You said you wanted the under in this game?
Who?
You.
No, I didn't say anything about the unders. Because I don't know if the Chiefs are just going to run up the score or not.
Yeah, but you said 2 things. You said Kansas City minus 9.5.
And the money line.
And the money line.
They win by like 4 for some reason.
You got to parlay all these favorite money lines you're taking, no?
I mean, how many favorites am I taking?
You've taken a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't always pan out
You're
that way, guys.
not putting $10 on the KC money line.
So you have the Raiders money line. Or sorry,
Yeah.
Raiders spread. Hold on, where's the money line? Minnesota is dog. You have Buffalo. You have Tennessee. That's a spread. You have Buffalo and Kansas City. Those are both. It's
Heavy favorites.
390 and 425.
Yeah, those are heavy favorites. I'll take my chances on that to get at least 2 dubs next week.
I hope
All right.
go over.
This is a good slate to be put on the spot.
Hello, God, it's me.
It's clear cut. This is an easy week. So if he goes over on this week, that's tough. That's a bad break, Eric. The gods just don't love you. The gods don't love you. They took your hair and they don't give you a win, bro.
To quote Nevada Putnam.
You showed your head.
To quote Nevada Putnam, I can't wait to see what stupid stat they put up about the Broncos this week.
Just for tracking purposes, we're not going to count it as an actual bet, but I do want to see Kansas City minus 15. See if that hits. I'll put it next to my name. Kansas City minus 15.
Put that in as Nevada's pick, because he locked that in. He said, "Give me 6 points on whatever the spread is."
All right, give me 1 second. I'll add him into the doc. Nevada, dude, he came in hot. It was the Sunday night games weren't even over.
Yeah, he wasn't even over. He was like, "Whatever it is, give me 6."
And Nick, can you get me odds on the alternate line?
Yeah, let me see.
All right, so I'm gonna move into the next game. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Should not have won on Monday. Traveling in to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. The 49ers are minus 3.5 point favorites. The over-under is set for 37. Holy fucking shit. Who would have thought that at the beginning of the year? That's such a crazy... Sorry. All right, 49ers money line is minus 175, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers is plus 150.
Okay, so I got news for you, Eric, as I look this game up. Tampa Bay playing with a rest disadvantage since 2019, since they played on Monday Night Football. They are 8-2 straight up, 7-3 against the spread. The San Francisco 49ers, 8-8 straight up, 10-6 against the spread.
Because you're only Nuggets? Oh.
KC minus 14, by the way. Jermaine plus 160. Oh, minus 15, right?
Minus 15. Nevada said KC
Plus,
minus 14.5 is plus 170.
Right.
That's what I'm going to write down.
Yep. 170, which means it's very possible.
That's not even that wild. That's so crazy, dude.
It's Vegas agrees.
Eric, do you want that bet? Plus 170.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, there you go.
I'm riding for my boss.
Once you throw him something your way.
Plus 170. That's so great, dude.
I mean, with all these winners I'm picking, I got to take a gamble, you know?
That one's going to hit, bro. What are you talking about, dude? They're going to win by 30. All right. Who do you got in this Bucks 49ers game? Or what do you got?
Tampa plus 3.5, and I'll take the under 37.
Tampa Bay plus 3.5. What is that? Minus 150. And then Tampa Bay versus San Fran under 37. What a fucking wild number to just say out loud.
I have no faith in Lance, and we've seen what the Bucks could do. And if it's not
Trey Lance is not playing.
Who's playing?
Trey Lance is out for the season.
Oh yeah, he's done. Who's then? It's definitely not fucking. Yeah.
Oh, he done.
All right, so now that Eric knows who the quarterback is for the 49ers.
Regardless, I still don't know who it is. We didn't say it.
It's Brock Purdy. You remember him from Iowa State?
I thought you were gonna say fucking Brock Osweiler, dude. I was like, how'd they get him back?
Bro, I think that dude's dead.
I think I served him in Arizona one time.
Baker signed with the Rams, Nevada. Get up to date news, please. All right. The very next matchup, we have the Carolina Panthers traveling in to Seattle to take on them She-Cocks. The She-Cocks are minus 4.5. The over-under is set for 44. Seahawks are minus 210. And Carolina is plus 180.
So Steve Wilkes is an interim head coach right now. Carolina, since 2019, however, coming off a bye, is 0-3 straight up and 0-3 against the spread. Their average margin of victory coming off a bye, Eric, minus 17. May I also interest you in this betting nugget? Teams after playing the Carolina Panthers this year are 1-9 straight up. Do you know who the Carolina Panthers played last week? The Carolina Panthers take the Seattle money line.
Carolina was on bye. It was a trick question. All right, Eric, who do you got?
I'm going to buy points. I'm going to take Seattle by a touchdown.
What are they at right now?
4.5.
4.5. Will you give me those odds?
That's diabolical.
Seahawks minus 7. That's got to be what, plus 150 probably.
Panthers minus 7 plus 413. Oh no, I'm doing plus 7. God damn it! No, I'm doing Seahawks. I'm an idiot. Seahawks minus 7. Plus 130.
Oh, I was off by 20.
I was all over the place there, dude.
Dude, I was just like, Eric, you made the pick. How are you reading this wrong?
I'm not used to these glasses. That's my excuse this time.
All right. Do you want anything with that over-under 44?
Nah.
All right. Miami traveling into Los Angeles. They got flexed for the night game. The Dolphins are minus 3.5 point favorites. The over-under is set for 52. Dolphins money line is minus 170, and Chargers money line is plus 145.
No Nuggets?
Nah, I wouldn't imagine.
No.
I don't want to take action on this, but since you guys aren't taking picks,
what?
I'll go
terrible
hard pass because I have no idea. I don't know.
This strikes me as one of those Justin Herbert wins the game because they just lost to the Raiders.
I want to take Chargers plus 3.5.
Yeah, because you have them winning MVP this year, the division, the Super Bowl.
Oh no, I've already marked all that as losses.
my guy went heavy on the
After
Chargers.
Canada lost Group F, I went in there and just changed all my bets to L's on my locks page. Just fuck it, dude. I had no faith anymore. Fucking Canada. Fucking bums, dude.
Bro, you were so high on them too.
Bro, they had the makings of a little, run, dude.
I agree with Nevada. QB shootout feels like the move for this Miami LA game, but the over-under is so high.
Yeah, so high. It's like, how many games actually hit over 50 this week? Like 3, 4?
The Cowboys did it by themselves. All right, on to Monday Night Football. We have the New England Patriots traveling into Arizona to take on the Cardinals. The Patriots are minus 1.5 point favorites. The over-under is set for 44. Minus 125 money line for New England, plus 105 money line for the Cardinals.
Don't believe it. We fade East Coast teams traveling to the West Coast in prime time. However, let me give you some more nuggets. Arizona, coming off a bye, Cliff Kingsbury has been the head coach since 2019. Arizona is 1-2, both straight up and against the spread coming off the bye. Also, New England, since 2019, playing with the rest advantage, is 4-4 straight up, 3-5 against the spread. Their opponent, the Arizona Cardinals, 3-6 straight up, 4-1 against the spread. Eric.
Arizona money line.
Attaboy.
East
Coast, fade East Coast teams traveling west in prime time. Eric knows the motto.
Arizona money line, plus 105. Nothing with the over-under.
No, I don't know which version of the Patriots are going to show up. I want to say under. Fuck it. I'll take the under. Under 44. Probably going to regret that halfway through the second quarter.
It's one of those Kyler Murray goes off in the first half.
4 tutties and shit.
I mean, Call of Duty's been out for a while. He's probably already got a couple of good guns. So.
All right. So for the listeners at home this week, Nick and myself have abstained, and instead Nevada and Eric have submitted picks. Nevada has one pick slated for Kansas City minus 14.5 at plus 170. Eric has the Raiders minus 6. Has the Rams, Raiders under 44.5. Minnesota money line. Philadelphia versus the Giants under 44.5. Giants plus 7. Jets versus Buffalo under 43.5. Buffalo money line. Cincinnati minus 6. Cincinnati over 47. Tennessee minus 3.5. Kansas City minus 9.5. Kansas City money line. Kansas City minus 14.5. Solidarity, my brother. Tampa Bay plus 3.5. Tampa Bay versus San Francisco under 37. Seattle minus 7. Arizona money line, and New England versus Arizona under 44. That's a whopping large slate. Those are all good bets. So, good luck.
Good luck, Eric. Yeah. Since we don't know how to pick games, you're the Room 303 picker now.
I hope you win all your bets. I never root for anybody to lose all their bets.
I hope you go Chris Davis over.
I'm going to join the Ball family. Never lost. Going undefeated.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean,
7, 8,
9, didn't work out too well for them, did he?
14, 15.
Leangelo, that's right. Lamangelo.
Yo, did you know that the Amon Ra and his brothers, their name is just Brown? Their dad added the Saint.
Yeah.
To be a douche.
No, it's way better. Saint Brown.
Nah.
Equanimous, Amon Ra.
Isn't Amon Ra the sun god in Egypt?
Yes, he is. Yeah,
they're all named after.
What's Equanimous?
I don't know. Eric
NFL
just said
receiver?
they're all named after, so he better know.
It's all named after Egyptian. It's all named after Egyptian stuff.
All right, what's equanimous?
I don't even know how to spell it.
Hey, Eric. No, we can't bag Eric for that because his name is Equiminius Tristan Emotep J. St. Brown. Come on, my guy. You gotta go with like one.
Wow, bro. If that ain't the most Egyptian satanic cult name if I've ever heard in my life. Jesus Christ. Say it again. His name is Emotep? Like they put Emotep in that bitch?
Equiminius Tristan Emotep J. St. Brown.
What does the J stand for?
Who the fuck knows?
His name is derived from the dictionary calls equanimous. It's calm and composed.
But doesn't
That's
look
his
like
root.
any Egyptian.
So it's not a god, though.
No, it's not a god.
Is it a famous person in Egyptian history?
Doesn't look like it. No.
No? Okay. Yeah, just Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra is definitely the sun god.
Yeah.
They have a third brother too. What's his name? Osiris. Joe. Osiris St. Brown. Oh, actually, Osiris, Adrian, and then there's Amon-Ra, Julian, Haru. This dude was smoking crack when he was naming his kids.
My guy is the father at least like an Egyptian professor, like an Egyptian cultural?
Dude, this would be dope.
This is where I got mistaken. So Equiminius, whatever his fucking name is, his two middle names are Tristan Emotep.
Yeah, we just talked about.
So his father is a guy named John Brown. He's an American bodybuilder.
I was just saying, we just talked about that.
So my guy John Brown is a bodybuilder. He won the amateur Mr. Universe twice, 81 and 82, and Mr. World 3 times.
Light work.
He married a woman who is a German woman who. Oh, it just says she's German. Is German, speaks fluent German with an American accent. Okay. Join the club.
Does she not have a history as well? That's all we got on this?
You got a link to John Brown. You don't have a link to Miriam Brown. No link to Miriam Brown.
Miriam Brown, mother of Equinemius and Amon-Ra. That's all the Wikipedia says.
Yeah.
All right, so that's today's episode.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
No, we got to do head-to-head.
I hope Eric's ready. No, dude, bye week.
We're doing a bye week on head-to-head too?
No, I'm just fucking with you. Oh, man. I always forget about head-to-head. All right, so I'm first, right?
Yep.
Per use.
Classic loser. Ooh, this is a fascinating slate of games. What do I want? What do I want here? Man. I'll take. Oh, man. Give me Jets plus 9.5.
I want Cardinals money line. Casey, Nevada would like me to go KC Denver to overtime. Eric, do you have the odds KC Denver to go to overtime? If you don't, I can pull them up on the best website for betting, Bovada.com.
For overtime,
plugging them. KC Denver to overtime.
Overtime. Yes, it's plus 1,300.
I'll take pizza money on that.
So Kansas City versus Denver.
Overtime.
How is he going to hit minus 14.5 in overtime?
Who's to say?
Oh, geez. What was the line, Nick? Plus
13, what? For 13, what?
Plus 1,300?
Yeah.
To go to overtime? All right. See. By virtue of this, Nevada's going 1-1. Well, actually, he could go 0-2. That for sure.
Well, I think Nevada would like me to take. Nevada is not betting that. He would like me to take KC Denver to go to overtime.
Now he's just giving more bets. What's Pitt Baltimore to overtime?
Get Baltimore to overtime, Eric.
He gets so annoyed.
So grumpy, dude.
Okay.
No, I'm hangry.
He always humps and pumps when we
Shut up.
Yes.
Eric, I hope you win no games.
Plus 1,200 for overtime.
I love you from the bottom of my heart. You might be the grandfather of my next kid. I hope you go over.
The grandfather? You're fucking his daughter? What's going on here?
Hopefully.
Ugh.
How does that? I'm just like, how does that work?
Nevada would just like me to hit an OT game. If I bet every game to go to OT, what profit do you think I would make?
So this year you would be up.
Well, it's
there's
happened
been an
twice,
overtime.
right?
There's been an overtime game like 7 times this year.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I
was so close on hitting the fucking Raiders, KC, and the Denver.
Dude, you were. No, yeah. Ties is.
There's 2 games that have tied, but yeah.
Two have tied. Yeah, the Raiders alone have like 4 overtime games.
Crazy.
The Broncos might have 4. The Raiders probably have 3. Those 2 teams just don't win in regulation.
Can't. Not when you're scoring 17 points.
All right, thank you for joining us. You guys have anything else for the listeners? Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Room303. I've been your host, Jermaine Cologne Mendez. This has been my co-host, Nicholas Morahan. And as always, we have with us EPE. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.